So we have with us the Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Sports of Osun State, Honorable Yemi Lawal. He'll be discussing the Youth Policy Master Plan that was recently unveiled by Governor Boyega Oyetola. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
So earlier we were talking about young people saying that they need to be engaged, we don't have a lot of jobs across, and your governor has come up with the master plan that includes 4 components: entrepreneurship, empowerment, engagement, and education. Could you give us an idea, the objective of these components and how you intend to achieve your objectives?
Yeah, the objective of these policy documents is for us to develop a template, a direction to engage our youth, a direction for our youth to achieve their self-development. And we created this youth policy document, the 4 E's. The policy document is built around the 4 cardinal E's. And what are these 4 cardinal E's? We're looking at the youth engagement, youth empowerment, youth entrepreneurship, and youth education. And for us to be able to achieve these 4 cardinal E's, we developed it around the 6 strategic thrust, which is for us to be able to develop a productive workforce through sustainable economic engagement of the youth of Osun State, for us to develop and promote health and health-promoting lifestyle, for us to develop all-inclusive platforms where equitable opportunities for all youth in the state are guaranteed, and develop and promote an enabling environment for youth development and engagement, ensure partnership, relationship with people, and develop and promote sustainable transition from youth to proper adulthood. And for all of this to be done, we disintegrated the entire strategic thrust into 21 thematic areas. And 21 thematic areas are going to be the area of focus where we are going to have collaboration with the various agencies of government for us to be able to achieve our intentions for the youth of the state.
Okay, so just so like a layman who is listening to this and looking at the key components, you say empowerment, education, and entrepreneurship. And I'm looking at education and I'm thinking, I'm in Osun State, what does that mean for me? I'm a young man, I'm 18, I have not quite finished school, but I cannot afford to go to school. Is there something designed for someone like me?
Yes, what we are doing in Osun is to ensure that we take education beyond just the 4 walls of classrooms, the conventional education that we all know. The idea is for us to focus more on vocational education, by which everybody would have something to lay their hands upon, by which every youth would have a skill to be productive, so that we begin to deviate from a consuming nation, a consuming society, to a producing society. So the idea is to harmonize our youth in such a way that our youth become extremely and highly productive. They will be producers of goods and services for the consumption of the entire society.
So, we're not strange to policies. Like we've seen this several times in several states, and not to sound cynical, it's just that we're a bit not impressed anymore with documents and launching of a document as opposed to launching of 5,000, 500,000 young people that have gone through the process. So why should people of your states believe that this will be different? Why would they believe that this will not just be documents that will now be put aside and they will just join the queue again? What's different about this?
What's different about this is the fact that we have a different governor that thinks in a different way. Mr. Governor is so passionate and keen about the progress of our youth. And Mr. Governor made it very clear during the launch that we are only launching a document for everyone to have an understanding of where to key into. The next line of action is our action plan, which we have already started working on. In another couple of weeks, we should be launching out on the scheme that we have on empowerment, and a lot of our youth will be empowered in various areas. In another couple of weeks, we are going to be launching out on our plans on agriculture. And we are using the structure we have in Padama to launch out on agriculture and ensure that we educate our youths that are interested in agriculture. In a couple of weeks from now, we'll be talking about what we'll be doing for our youths to encourage them to access adequate education for them to be able to function well in the society. Just recently, the Minister of Education, going through the youth policy document, realized the need for us to introduce history and civic education back into our schools. So that our youth, our young people will be prepared for their youthful ages and to be able to prepare them for proper adulthood. And I can tell you that Mr. Governor just recently approved for us to have a state sports festival where we are going to directly and indirectly touch about 40,000 lives within a space of 2.5 months in Osun. So it is a thing that we are working on, and I can assure you that in another 3 years, it is going to be a totally different story for the youth.
All right. Anyway, okay.
Yeah. How do I qualify? I'm a youth. How do I qualify to join this scheme? Do I just have to be a youth? Can I come from another state? Can I come from Ogun State and join Osun State as a youth? Or is it just for Osun residents?
Yes, for you to be able to actively participate in what we are doing, you have to be a resident. If you want to be involved in our youth education program, it is not likely that you will be staying outside the state and have access to the kind of practical education we are going to be giving out to our youth. So the youth policy captures both the indigenes of the state and the residents of the state.
Well, we have to wrap up with you, but Osun, you see, Osun State, we know Osun State because we knew you when the former governor, Rauf Aregbesola, was there. He came up with so many laudable plans, and various factors didn't allow these plans to come to fruition. I see your governor making efforts, but as Tokwe rightly said, we hear government officials say this is all the time. This is not today.
I don't even want launching anymore. We need to stop launching.
So we'll wait for you. You said in 3 years' time or 2 years time. We'll keep monitoring and see what happens because we are tired. We are tired, but we just hope that these plans your governor, your principal, your entire team have in place do come to fruition, and you go beyond empowering for what they call the wheelbarrow, what they do now? Hairdressing, bead making, makeup, all those things. We are hoping that the education and engagement that you plan for your young people are actually going to be more innovative, such that they indeed help not just the agricultural sector, but other sectors as well. But thank you very much.
They're not tired. They're disillusioned.
Okay, we are disillusioned. Thank you, Waike, for giving me the right English. We are disillusioned. But thank you very much, sir. It was an honor having you on the show, and we hope for the best. Any final words from you?
Yeah, the final words will be for our youth to key into the programs of the government. Like I said, we have 21 thematic areas. And what are these thematic areas? They are the areas of focus of the government. We have the youth education, we have youth and agriculture, youth arts, entertainment and culture, youth and tourism, youth participation in development, youth and environment, youth and family life, and so on and so forth. So the idea is for you to be able to develop your passion and key into the programs of the government. And I can assure you that Mr. Governor is very keen and is committed to all-round development of our youth.
Thank you. Thank you. We have heard. Stay with us. We'll be right back.